All right. Hi, guys. So I want to explain your next task that you will be doing now that you have done your practice physical map. Again, if you are watching this video, that means that you've already completed your practice physical map using page 822 of your textbook, and you are now going to be starting to brainstorm a physical map for your own country. The first thing you're going to do in a little bit when the video is over is you are going to get a worksheet, and that worksheet will say brainstorming a physical map. And on the back of that worksheet, it has create a physical map for your country. This worksheet can be found on the side black table for you to pick up in a little bit, but I want to go through directions first. So today, now that you are done with that practice physical map, you're going to start with the brainstorming and you're going to start answering these questions about your own country. You're going to have to come up with 2 rivers, 2 lakes, one mountain range, whether or not your country has any other physical features, and if so, what are they? Your country's climate, okay? Those are all questions to be thinking about and answering first before you actually start creating your physical map of your own country. When you are thinking about question 4, and does your country have any other physical features, you can use your textbook. If you remember on page A8 and A9, they show you examples of all different landforms. And you might want to be thinking about what landforms are going to have a positive impact on your country. Maybe the landform brings tourists in, so it's good for your country's economy. Maybe it's good for your country because that specific landform helps with trade or helps your country make money. So just be thinking about what other landforms you might want to have and use that textbook to help you out if you do decide to have other landforms. You can always have more than 2 rivers and 2 lakes and one mountain range, but that is the minimum of what you need to have. Then you are going to get a blank white sheet of paper, which is also on the side table, and you are going to use that blank white sheet of paper and you are going to trace over your political map, tracing the borders, your country's border and your state borders. So you will end up with the borders drawn on a blank white sheet of paper for your country. Once that's done, you need to include the following things, and you are going to do everything in pencil. Remember, everything in pencil today. You need to have a map title of, again, what type of map, where, and when. You need to have a key showing elevation, just like you did on the practice one. Use the same scale as the one that you used in the book on page 822. You need to have a scale, like I said, in that key. Okay, so have a scale. It should be the same as the political map. Your scale for measuring, like 1 centimeter equals 1 mile, or 1 centimeter equals 100 miles. Whatever scale you used on your political map, it should be the same for your physical map. You need to have a compass rose. Don't forget to use a ruler. You need to show me what borders your country has with other countries or oceans and label them. You need to have 2 rivers drawn correctly and labeled and colored with blue. Remember, they're not thick, they're little lines. 2 lakes drawn, colored, labeled. 1 mountain range. Remember, we show mountain ranges by coloring it a red or a brown, right? And remember to shade. It doesn't go red to green, right? It goes red to orange to yellow, because otherwise that's not a mountain that you are showing. You need to make sure it's colored with colored pencils and no white space. And you need to make sure you label in black. And that's not until probably in a few days that you would go over your pencil and label everything in black, making sure that you've labeled everything correctly with capital letters or not capital letters. Suggestion again is to start coloring with your highest elevations first. Okay. Just pause because there's an announcement. So just to pause for a minute. Okay, so the announcement is almost over. If you take a look, here's an example of a physical map, okay, that another student drew. You can see though that the coloring, the shading's not that good. There shouldn't be blocks of colors. I wanted to point that out, but they do have everything colored. They have their title, their scale, their elevation, sorry, their scale, their compass rose that borders the Pacific Ocean. However, what they forgot was the borders in their states, like this one. This one is drawn a little bit better with that because you can see they drew the border of their country, which is what you have to do, and the border of their states, okay, which is what you have to do. You don't need to label your states, okay, but you do need to be labeling your rivers, your lakes, your mountain range, your ocean should be colored blue. Make sure you have your elevation key, your scale, your title, your compass rose, everything that is on, again, that requirement worksheet. So at this point, when the video is over, I want you to go get this sheet that has your brainstorming and your requirements and a blank white sheet of paper, your political map, so you can use it for an outline and trace over it, is found in the 4th hour bin. You just need to make sure you put it back when you're done.